Welcome to Tradetek Dispatch Management System. Here, this is a login screen for Tradetek Dispatch Management System. You can enter your login and password that is assigned to you during the registration process. Uh, okay, now let me take you through the first input form in dispatch board. This dispatch board displays the list of all book loads that are recorded in the system. You have in my other video, you have seen that you can go through the the users to see the already booked loads. Anyway, let's start with the with posting a new load. So this is the first option when you come, you hover your mouse on this plus sign. The first option appears as post new load. So here in this screen, we can post a new load. So we can start typing a customer name, for example. As soon as you will start typing a name, it will start showing you the list of all registered customers. You can select any customer that is registered. And now what it does is that when you select a customer name, it automatically pick the previously his last book load type along with the rate that is booked. So either if it is the same type of load, you can continue with the other entries like this one, or you can, if it's different, so you can change it here as well. So you can change anything. You can change the truck load type, or you can start with the previous one. Here you can select the sales agent who has booked this load or who is dealing with this customer. You can select. Here is the dispatcher, so by default selected, and you can change the dispatcher name here if you have the authority in the system. So here you can enter the rate con number or customer PO number. So after this, you can add different type of charges, like if there are any PD charges, FSC charges, if FSC is percent based or fixed, or you can add any other charges. So for example, if I select FSC as percent and I enter 10, it will automatically calculate the 10% of this cost and will add up to this total cost. Here you can change the currency of the customer or of this load if you need. Otherwise, you can leave it. By default, it selects the currency that is previously defined for this customer. Here you can add other charges. You can add many other charges on runtime. If you add any other charges here, like my uh, new demo charges, as soon as you will click add, it will add the new demo charges here, and you can enter amount here as well. So you can enter new charges, or you can use the previously defined charges as well. You can enter any amount here in this previously defined charges, and as soon as you will click, it will automatically update it here. And when you will click, it will show you the breakup here as well. Here you can select the status of load as open load or pending load, or if it's covered, whatever you can change the status here. Here you can add any type of nodes. My These are internal nodes that will be available throughout the lifetime of this load. Here you can select if it's a CSA, fast, or PIPS load. Then you can attach files if there are any files or attachment. You can attach those files here with this load by simply clicking choose file, and then you can attach any type of PDF files. You can attach JPEG, GIF, or PNG images as well. So it is limited to PDF, JPEG, PNG, and GIF files. You can delete this file, you can download this file at any date. This file will be attached with this load. So once the file is attached, you can start typing the shipper name. You can start typing any shipper name As soon as you will type a shipper name, his location, last location will automatically be picked up from the system. His item, last item that was shipped will also be available. If you want to continue with the same type of items or same description, you can, along with the LTL type of load, weight, and everything. If you want to change, you can change anything here. So items, for example, um, laptops. And here is the address. If you want to go with the same address for the shipper, you can. If you want to change it, you can start typing a new address, or it also give you the option to select address from the list, from the drop down, and then you can select the pickup date and time. Here, this is the date, and you can change the time as well. So this, you have selected the date time. You can keep it as LTL or FTL, number of loads, number of items, and then the weight of the item, and then the estimated shipment value. Here you can add any type of loads. If you want to keep any shipping note like uh, co, uh, okay, and then the temperature, if this shipment is meat or anything need temperature control, you can enter that temperature here. You can enter shipment numbers if you need a shipment number. You need your driver to have a shipment number. You can start typing a custom broker name if it is outbound or cross border. You can start typing the custom broker name and it will list the custom available custom brokers. You can select anyone here. In the same way, you can start typing the share consignees as well. And if you want to describe the item here again, if it's the same, you can continue without that. Then you need an address. Since this consignee this is the first time for this consignee, it doesn't load any address, so we can start typing uh, the name. You can start typing any name, any address here, and then the drop by date and date and time. So either it is LTL, same one, 350 kgs. Like now, as you can see, as soon as we have filled this information for shipper and consignee, it has automatically calculated the miles distance between these two locations. And this is an integrated ProMiles. Our system is integrated with ProMiles that automatically calculates the distance given in between distance between shipper and consignee locations. You can change the variables options here. We have different options like you can start calculating with the practical miles, shortest or fastest mile. Either it's border open since it is a cross border address, so we don't need to click it if it is not cross border loads and the both locations are within Canada or within US. So we can click this to keep border open. Then it will calculate the miles based on the all possible nearest address, all possible shortest address or practical miles. Either the truck has to go beyond the border or has to cross the border. Otherwise, if it is not checked, then it will not let the calculation go within the other country, either it is US or Canada. And then we can select the to avoid tolls or not. So it will change all the this these calculations based on this. If I select to avoid toll here, and then I click recalculate, it will change the mileage from here. Now I can uncheck and recalculate it. Here, this since this is the load that I have selected here, I can during the load, if it is already decided to assign to a specific driver, I can start typing his name, and as soon as I type his name, the driver's name, used his last used equipment, either his last used truck or equipment, will automatically be selected here with the same number of truck and the number of and the name of the trailer. If I want to change the truck or trailer, I can change here. If he's using the same truck or trailer, I can continue with that. Or if he's using the same truck but a different trailer, I can select a different trailer here as well. Now is the mileage that appears here is displayed directly automatically here in this in his miles. We can change it to the miles. We can change these miles to any amount, or either if we want to keep the same miles, then we can keep it here. If we want to change like 700 miles here and 100 as empty miles, I can do it here. Or if I want to keep the same, I can do that as well. If I'm paying a flat rate, then I can type flat rate amount here. For example, $500 or whatever amount. If I'm paying, I can type it here. If I'm paying him in an hourly basis, then I can type hours here. If I want enable, if I want to enable tracking, I can select here, click here. It will show the it will show the driver to enable tracking. Otherwise, if I don't want to track, I can leave it unchecked. The location and pickup location and drop off location are by default filled. If I'm using multiple drivers, I can change the locations here. Then the mileage will change automatically. So this I can do, and then I can save. I can send this current load information to driver, and now I can see, as soon as you see, as soon as I have selected the driver name, I have typed in driver name, the load status is automatically changed to dispatched since I'm sending it to driver. So I can save this load. You see, as soon as I have saved, the load appears here with the information, with automatic assigned trip number and everything. The attachment is already here that I have attached. Now I can, as soon as the load is en route, I can change the status to en route. I can leave it as well. Our system is also SMS enabled. So as soon as a load is dispatched to any driver, the system automatically sends the load information to the registered number of that respective driver. So the driver can receive immediately an SMS containing all the important information for the load. Okay. Now the second option in this drop-down menu is managing driver trips. For example, if I have different open loads, I can manage those loads in here as well. As soon as I see this screen, in this screen, I can see the first option is to start new trip or continue trip. By default, continue trip is disabled. As soon as I select a driver who is already en route or who is already assigned a load, his trip will automatically continue with the same number. So these new loads that I'll select here, they will be added to his current running trip. If I select another driver that is currently running, you can see the continue trip number is changed here. This is the recent trip that we have started by assigning the first load to this driver in our previous load screen. Here, as soon as I select the driver, I can select a truck or I can change the truck. Here, I can select the truck and trailer both. If I want to see which loads I have already dispatched, I can click dispatch loads. It will show the previously dispatched load with the same color that can explain either this load is in pending or either this load is in only dispatched or covered or this load is already en route. So this load I can see here in green, it shows me that this load is already en route. If I want to add any other load along with this current one, I can select that load here. And as soon as I select that load, it will be added to the same driver. Uh, I can select send current load information to driver and I can click start trip so that this driver has assigned another load now. So I can I can see here this new load is also assigned to this driver. This is the load that I have selected in the previous screen for assigning trip. The trip number is already assigned since this load is just recorded by another dispatch manager. So that's why it doesn't appear in my screen. It will still display in his screen because he has booked this load. However, it will continue with this new trip number. So since I have the authority, I can assign or reassign loads to of any users to any driver. You can see the trip number is same here 1009 for this driver, and here you can see the same load trip number for the same driver. So these two loads, one load from here and the other one from the other user, are assigned to this driver. Well, most of the time, almost every day you will be using these two options for posting new loads and then managing or assigning those loads to the drivers. All rest of these forms are not used every day. They are for one-time entries for registering. Either they are used for creating driver profiles, creating trucks or trailers profiles, creating shippers consignee profile, recording customers, registering carriers, external carriers, or recording custom brokers or factoring companies or defining vendors or any third parties. So these all forms, remaining forms are used once for every party, either for recording or creating their profile for the first time or modifying their profile. We can use all these forms. But these two forms, first form for posting new load and managing driver trips, are mostly used. If you want to edit any load that is already defined or that is already registered or recorded, you can simply click on the load number and it gives you the four options, either to edit load, continue load, or duplicate load, or view load confirmation. And so if you click edit new load, you will be given the same option you will see in the load form that you have already defined. You can change these information or any option or any information you can change in this form. And then you can click update and close. So it will update and close this load.